What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we continue our Sunday simulation series here, trying to turn the Philadelphia Phillies into a World Series winner. So, as we get into it here, we are in free agency right now. We are at our exclusive free agent negotiation window. And there are quite a few guys here, these first, 5 pitchers here, that we definitely want to try to make an impression on in terms of divvying out a contract. So Zach Wheeler is definitely a guy that I'm going to offer the qualifying offer to. I think that I don't necessarily want to go there with Dominguez or with Turnbull, but I definitely want to do that with Wheeler. Let's take a look. So Wheeler is looking for a 4-year contract with ace level status. As we know, we have Nola. So when we move that down to rotation, it's definitely going to take a hit there. And even giving him a player option isn't going to increase it. But if we go to 5 years, I think that'll get it done. Sir Anthony Dominguez is looking for a bullpen role, which is good because I'm not sure if he would be our closer necessarily. We're going to obviously take a look at some things. He's looking for a 5-year deal as well. Let's see if we can get this down maybe. Let's see how far. 30 million. It's kind of a big drop. Let's see if we can get him for 31. Turnbull, just looking for rotation. Not really too high on that 8 mil a year. But if we give him a 6-year option, honestly, you know what? I think I'm gonna kind of lowball Turnbull. I think I'm gonna go 3 at 24 with the player option, because I think that there's gonna be some other starters that are going to be able to really fill out our rotation. Manaya in the area almost 4. Yeah, I might just let him hit free agency. And let's see, Strom, he had a good season for us. He's looking for a depth spot. We'll put him in the bullpen, lower this a little bit. Let's see if we can't get a nice little contract out of it. And Harrison, I'm gonna just go ahead to free agency. Let's make sure, our coaching staff is intact. We took care of that last off season. So let's see, nothing yet. So let's see. All right, the Guardians have a trade offer for us. Yeah. I mean, it would help our budget to get rid of Castellanos, but I don't think that this is going to be worth a C-level prospect for Castellanos and a B-level starting pitching prospect. That's a negative, Your Honor. All right, Jose Altuve re-signed with the Astros. I'm really trying to see what our guys are going to do. So we'll see kind of how things go. Thus far, none of them have decided to rejoin the ranks here. I'm definitely not offering them the qualifying offers. I'm just not going to do it. All right, so free agency has become upon us. So they all went to free agency. All right, so we have some things that we got to figure out here. So let's take a look. Lineup wise, I mean, as I've said before, I think that this team is stacked in the lineup department. I think that the only weakness we had last season We addressed it with Ahmed Rosario, who had a very good season for us. Bryce was his typical MVP caliber season. And there really honestly isn't much that I can do offensively with this squad, because the reality of the situation is that we don't really have a spot to put them. So rather than go ahead and waste that, it's really going to be in the rotation where we need help. The rotation and in the bullpen, because I would definitely like to, especially our middle relief. So like some of these guys here, Brogdon, Falter, and Andrew. Yeah, see, I want to get some help in the middle. So, and obviously we got to get some rotation help because we're out of some starters. So let's head to free agency. There are quite a few players available that are high value names here, but again, offensively, there's just not a whole lot that we can really offer in terms of playing every day. So Corbin Burns is here, Walker Buehler, Max Fried had a very good year, and it would be taking him away from our division rival. And again, I definitely want to try to bring Wheeler back. Wow, the Braves are definitely lowballing him. 6 years, 97, right? That's what they're offering. So let me see how low of an offer that is. That is so crazy. Yeah, oh wow. They're truly lowballing him like something wild. It's probably like 18 mil a year. Wow, that's not even. That is so crazy. They are offering a little over 16 mil a year for this guy. And this is, you're talking, this is an ace level pitcher. All right, so he's going to be rotation, but let me see. Give him 7 at 185. I'm also going to go to Corbin Burns here. And rotation, like I said, we already have Nola as the ace, so actually I should probably look kind of lower in. So 5 years at 57, go 5 years at, wow, yeah, Glasnow is looking for quite a bit as well. So let's see, Woodruff, 4 years at 100, so they're giving him 25 a year. Let's see what it would take for us. So rotation, but I'll give you a 6th year. Give you a 7th year, but we're going to bring this down. So 7 at 140. So let's see. Stroman. Team. Now the thing is that we have to fill out also the back end of the rotation, but I'm not trying to overdo it either. So a guy like John Means would be perfect for the back end of our bullpen. So 5-year deal for 28.5. I'm actually not mad at that offer. Problem is that a lot of these guys at this point are no better than what we let go in Manaya, and I kind of wanted to get a little better. Ross Stripling had a solid season. Can he repeat that? Don't know that I want to take that chance. So we have quite a few offers out at this point. And Kershaw, man, still dealing, bro. All right. I'm not offering the deal. So it's not gonna be ace. I'll give you 3, but we're gonna take the dollars down. 3 at 46. All right. So we need 3 starting pitchers. So we're gonna kind of just run with it. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of re-up these deals. So Bryson. The reality is that because of the offense that we have, he's not really going to get a shot, unfortunately. And we already have the depth that we need because he plays, 3 positions out of the infield, but we've got that covered. I mean, there's some big names out on this market right now, but I don't have anywhere to put them. So in all reality, as much as I would like to be able to kind of make that happen, just doesn't really seem like a wise investment for us. Giovanni Gallegos had a great season. We need some bullpen help too, so let's take a look. What are they offering him? A 1 year for $6 million? Wow. 4 years. Let's go 3. If you 3 at 16, it's a better offer than you're getting from the Cardinals. Minter, 4 years at 38, basically. But you want a closer job. Can't give you that. Let's see, Alvarado, great year. Let's go ahead and bring you back. So I'm gonna give you 6, but I'm gonna take this down to 36. Actually, I can take it down more. Let's go 6 and 32 with the player option. Wow, Seawold had a great season too. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're way over our offers here. But a lot of those pitchers aren't going to be a lot of those pitchers aren't really going to be dealing with all of those contracts. So we have a lot of money out right now. But the reality is that not all of these are going to be handed out. When we get a couple of these guys to sign, a lot of these offers are going away. So it's kind of where we find ourselves right now. And we got to run through the 40-man shuffle game. Alright, so let's get down here. Painter, not Rule 5 eligible, not Rule 5. Alright. So as long as these guys remain not Rule 5 eligible, I'm not adding them to the 40 just because I'm going to need all of those spots for other players. So we're good on the 40-man roster spot right now. Again, let's just offer the arbitration. If you've watched any of these streams, and I feel like I say this every single time we go through an off-season episode, but if they played in the major leagues, they're going to win their arbitration case. If they didn't, then they're not. So I don't even bother really trying to make serious arbitration cases here because it just doesn't really serve the benefit of the team when we go through this process. So we're going to go ahead and offer all these arbitration cases, and then we got to tender out these contracts. So most of these are going to be these minor league ones, so I just want to definitely try and run through all of these because we want to get that out of the way. Bryson is renewable because that one we're gonna have to try to negotiate a little bit, but he's not getting an everyday role on this team right now. So the reality is that he's looking for an everyday player contract, and that's just not what he's going to get. So, all right, and let's keep these offers going. Finish this off, because we definitely want to be able to try to get us into the season on this episode. But like a lot of the time they become two-parters, the off season and then the season itself. So try to see what we can do with this Phillies team and go from there. So I think that we have an opportunity to be able to win with this team that we have. I feel like we got really close last episode, or technically the last season on the game. So I think that it's going to be really important for us to be able to kind of get Juan Soto signed with the Dodgers, 6 years, $182.4 million deal. Shane Bieber, 9 years, $297 to the Giants. Last now re-signed with the Rays. But I think that it's really important that we kind of put this team together in such a way that it is a strong contender year after year. So we'll see kind of how things play out for us. Definitely got to offer Bryson something. So I'm going to give you a depth option, but we'll lower the amount of years. All right, so yeah, you know what? I'm going to go 1 year. Because I don't feel like having to deal with your contract stuff. All right, so like I said, we got a lot of offers out. I feel like I can lower this deal for free. I still want to go with 7 years, but I'm going to take this down quite a bit. All right, so we're gonna go with 18 million season with the player option, because I mean that puts us much closer. All right, let's see. Wonder if we go 20. Oh, let's just run it up a mil per time. Rotation 7 player option. Makes it a little better, and a little better for us financially. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's see where we are. Giovanni Gallegos signed with us. Perfect. So that was a nice, solid addition to the bullpen here. Had a very good year. So I think that that's really going to help us out in dealing with some of this middle congestion here. I think that we probably still need a couple more arms in that bullpen. So the offers that we still have out in terms of closers and bullpen help, we're still going to leave out there for now. And Minter just wants too much. So let's see. 5 years at 44. 5 at 45 gives us 9 mil on the offer. Yeah, he's not even interested in that unless we make him the closer, which I don't really have interest in doing at present moment. Chafin. Give you 2-year deal with a player option, and see if that entices you. Stanek. Alright, so we're going to take this down to 3. We'll put you in the bullpen, and we're going to lower this to 5. Oh, wow. You're really not interested in that, are you? All right. So if we go 1, but in the bullpen, make it 2 at $2 million. The player option. All right. So, well, let's see where we are. Bryson re-signed. Cool. All right. And John Means signed. Perfect. Got Painter re-signed. I want to see something with Painter here, because I'm thinking that this might actually be the year to bring him up. So right now, I am going to add Painter to the roster, and he's going to be our 5th guy. Okay. So let's head to John Means is going in, and Painter is going in. All right, so we need one more starter and a couple more arms in the bullpen. So that kind of changes things up for me. So we'll see if we get one of these starters to sign, then that will completely change up kind of the course of where we are. So nothing yet. Brave signed Jock Peterson. All right. So we've offered arbitration. We got our 40-man roster situation figured out. Everyone's been offered arbitration. We've got our tendered contract situation figured out. They're pretty much all done and locked away with. And again, we have our offers out to help the bullpen and the starting rotation. So let's see. All right, so we're still in a position right now where we're kind of waiting to see what these pitchers are going to do with our offer, and we'll kind of have to go from there. Now, a lot of these pitchers are tied to a qualifying offer, which is going to... All right, so we've reached our maximum roster, and yeah, so we're going to have to stop simulating. Corbin Burns signs a 7-year, $228.7 million deal with the Astros. Pete Alonso, 6 years, $107.4 to the Dodgers, which means Zach Wheeler re-signed with us. Perfect. Okay. And so with Wheeler re-signing, that fills out our starting rotation anyway. Our starting rotation. Now, I still feel like we need more in the bullpen. So we're going to take a look at this roster. We're going to drop some people. Because we definitely need some more help in our bullpen. I think that it's going to be really important to be able to kind of get us some extra help in the pen. So we're definitely going to do that. So let's take a look. Alvarado, he's got some offers in the bank here. So we're going to give him, let's go 6 with a player option at 34. So he's not loving that offer. And with the year he had, I mean, kind of can't really shortchange him, can we? So let's go 6 at 35. Makes it a little better. So 4 years player option, but we're going to bring this down 26. Clay Holmes had a good year. go back and re-offer Sir Anthony. We're going to go 6 of 36 with player option. We're going to offer, and he's only looking for bullpen. So we'll give that player option, lower this a bit. Barlow had a really good year. Definitely want to offer him a deal again. So let's go 20, but the player option. All right. And like I said, I mean, this team, I mean, could we improve? It's really hard to say where we can improve even on the bench, because offensively, I mean, Trey Turner had a down year and still put up 20 home runs. So I think that there really aren't any places where we can truly try to like elevate anything offensively. So the place where we have to do it is in the pitching staff. All right, so we're gonna see kind of where things shake out over these next few days. Haven't gotten any movement on these offers that we have out for these pitchers. Clay Holmes has accepted the Braves offer. All right, so Darnell gets picked up by the Mets. Holmes to the Braves. And our offers are still being ignored. All right. So we have a few offers out here. They're kind of waiting and seeing where things kind of shake out for them. I can't blame them, but at the same time, I would like to get our team in order. Ryan Presley. I'm actually not mad at this deal whatsoever. So let's offer him. Wow, Kenley had a great season. Oh, only 15 games. Doesn't really count. Doesn't really count. And even Presley didn't have that much time on the books. So, but all right. Like I guess I would have liked to have been able to pick up one of these other starters, but getting Zach Wheeler to come back, picking up John Means to kind of round out the rotation, and I think it's time for us to put Painter up. Like I said, I want to kind of help the bullpen. I think that'll be very big for us to be able to do. So, let's see. Send you to AAA. Can't hear an arbitration. Got it. All right. So Ryan Presley signed. Nice. That helps us. Still need 2 more arms. I want to do. I want to get in the pen. We've already set our 40. So good. And Walker Buehler signs 6 years, $141 million deal with the Red Sox. Philly signed Paul Sewald to a 4-year, $26 million deal. Perfect. Awesome. So that's really going to help our bullpen in a big, big way. Cool. So we are now. All right. So I think I want to get one more arm for the bullpen, because I think I'm going to send these 3 guys down. I might actually leave Falter up. You know what? Let me see if we can pull one of these other arms that we've got out, whether it be Dominguez, Barlow, or Jose Alvarado. Because if we can get one of those, I'll keep them and drop one of those arms down. Alright, so we're right along here. So all of our players have been offered deals. We got our arbitration cases going. These 3 are still out there. I just need one more of those relievers to sign. Maximum roster. Cool. Who signed? Jose Alvarado. Perfect. That's the arm that I really, really wanted. And so that sets us up perfectly. I think that we're in a very good position now with this bullpen and the rotation to be able to really help us and put us in a very good position. So we're going to go ahead, fast forward, 4 years, $100 million deal for Brandon Woodruff and the Cardinals. Rangers have an offer for us. John King, the reliever. Solid year last year at lefty. Pitched a decent workload over the last 2 years and solid results. And we're trading shortstop Casey Martin, C overall prospect. Yeah, I will take this deal. I'll take it. All right, so now I got to adjust the 40-man roster. So Cody Clemens removed from the 40. Derek Hall can be removed from the 40. Arthur. Actually, I'm gonna leave him. All right. So gives us a couple of spots on the 40. All right, we're gonna fast forward. Willie Adames, 4 years, 36 to the Mariners. Anthony Santander, 4 years, 21.6 to the Marlins. All right, the Rule 5 draft. Padres signed AJ Minter to a 5-year, $47.5 million deal. We're going to go ahead and let's see anybody worth taking. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, we're good. Alright. And I always like to see if anybody got snatched from our team. Martin Perez at the Diamondbacks. Spencer Turnbull to the Guardians. Manuel Margot to the Rangers. Jonathan Weisga to the Padres. Rowdy Tellez to the Reds. Santander, Adames, Woodruff. Alright, and let's see. Yeah, I didn't think we got anybody stolen, and we didn't. Alright. So let's continue. Send Mike Soroka, 5 years, 67.5 to the Angels. Gleyber Torres, 3 years, 22.5 to the Mariners. Not quite as big as deal as the last second baseman that left, but still to the same place for the Yankees. All right, we're gonna fast forward through all of this, and we're gonna go ahead and get through these arbitration cases. So Tyler O'Neill, 5 years, 58.5 to the Guardians. Max Fried, 6 years, 108.6 to the Mariners. Chris Sale on a 1 year, 13.4 to the Guardians. All right, we're gonna run through all these arbitration cases. Let's get this done. All right, so Paul Goldschmidt to the Orioles, Eugenio Suarez to the Blue Jays, Christian Arroyo to the Blue Jays, So quite a few moves being made, quite a few big names going to new places. So it's definitely going to be a very, very interesting off season for sure. Or very interesting season, I should say. All right. So we are all set. Just kind of want to see some of the names that are in this free agent list. All right. So everybody's got a deal. All right, so we're in spring training. We're going to go ahead and fast forward through pretty much all of it. Spring training has come to an end. Now I'm going to adjust this roster just because I don't want to lose certain players. So AAA for you. So just gonna send all of you down to AAA. I got 4 more to send down. Right, and I gotta drop 2 more. And now 1 more. Alright, let's see. Have to be Bryson. Alright, so we now have our roster, so we're going to advance the day. So we are now in the regular season. Again, the lineup is pretty much identical to last year. We have our bench. We'll have to see how some things play out here. Bohm had a really good start for us last year until he got hurt. All right, so that's that. Let's take a look at this pitching staff. Like I said, I think that it's going to work out extremely well for us this season. So this is where we'll leave off. Going into the 2025 season, after we have completed the off season of 2024-2025, this is a very newly revamped pitching staff for the Philadelphia Phillies as we try to turn this team into a World Series winner. So definitely keep it locked in by hitting that subscribe button and the bell for post notifications, as each and every Sunday we are bringing you our Sunday simulation series, and we're going to try to turn these Philadelphia Phillies into World Series winners. So definitely keep it locked in. Follow us for more on all our social media accounts, on Twitter at banter_baseball. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Baseball Banter Broadcast. We have our website, our blog site, website, whatever you want to call it, where we post new articles every single day, mostly covering the world of Major League Baseball. So if you love baseball, which is why you'd be here on this baseball YouTube channel, make sure you check us out on laracuenteledger.com. Links are down in the show notes below to get there. And if you want to show more support for us here, you can also head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com, in which we have a ton of different merch up, as well as a ton of promo codes you can use to save on that merch. As I said earlier, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, as we are trying to continue building and growing this community. So it is very important that if you're loving what you're seeing from us here and you haven't hit that subscribe, because a lot of our audience has not yet subscribed, that you hit the subscribe button and the bell for post notifications. That way, whenever we drop new content here, which is every single day, you'll be notified. So definitely keep it locked in. I thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next broadcast when we banter about baseball. Peace.